Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading at last for your overview for 2020. I'm so sorry I did not get these up sooner, guys. I have been dealing with, I think, a sinus infection off and on. And I have two elderly rabbits. They are 13 years old almost. And my one bunny has arthritis in her paws. She's a little old bunny lady. And they're doing great, but sometimes they just need extra care. So I've just been taking time out for them and myself, and getting my readings up on YouTube as quickly as I can. And I'm so sorry. I got all the other 11 signs up. And then, things just took a turn with the bunnies and I had to take a break. But I'm so glad to be here. I'm so excited to do this reading for you guys. This is a general format of a reading that I do for a lot of my personal clients for years, and we're going to do a lot of oracle cards as well as a 12-month, like month-by-month tarot spread that will give you a really good idea of your major themes and what's coming up for you for 2020. So, Pisces, before we jump into the session, let's first get a few notes out of the way. First, of course, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every single Pisces out there, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind for another Pisces. This will mostly correspond to Pisces Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. If you have a lot of other planets in Pisces in your chart, you will feel this as well. All Pisces cross-watchers are highly welcome to be here too. If you're interested in things like a personal reading, information on the card decks that I use, all of that's below in the description box. Welcome back to my returning subscribers. Welcome to my new subscribers. And if you have not yet joined, please do reach out, click that subscribe button and join the Dragon family. Also give it that dragon claw up and click that like button and let me know you like this content. So Pisces, wow, here we go with 2020. This is moving from a universal number 3 of 2019 to a universal number 4. As we add up 2 and 2, we get a 4. 4 years tend to be about stability, foundations, setting good boundaries for yourself. And Pisces, you are a sign that often has a hard time setting boundaries because you are so fluid, so intuitive, so emotional, so perceptive, and compassionate, very compassionate. So you kind of let people honestly sometimes walk all over you, and it's important for my fishies to set lots of healthy boundaries. I can totally relate. I am a Capricorn, but my sun sign is in that 12th house of Pisces. I'm a progressed Pisces as well, and my Venus sign is Pisces. So, I know all about that and how tough it can be to put down those boundaries, especially with the people that you love. But it's so important. And so Pisces, this is a great year for you to learn how to do that. Now, since 2012, your ruling planet of Neptune has been in your sign. So I think that's always beautiful when we have, a planet that rules that sign in its own sign. So Neptune has been moving along in Pisces for almost 8 years. And so it's got another about 5 years to go. We will have Neptune in Pisces for another 5. It's a slower moving planet, so it takes a long time through each sign. And I think that honestly, when Neptune went into Pisces, it's a trigger of a need for more compassion, more kindness. And, that's, I think, what we're struggling to birth in this world is an understanding of each other, more compassion, more, intuitive understanding and empathy for each other and for the world, absolutely. So the other thing that's happening as well, we have, of course, a lot of Capricorn planets currently going on. We have the Sun, we have Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, not Neptune, but Pluto. So yeah, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Mercury, Sun, and actually one of our large asteroids, Sirius, is also in Capricorn, so there's quite a lot of that going on. The beautiful thing is, Pisces, is that for most of this year, those 3 that are that stellium that's been talked about by a lot of astrologers and readers, is that Jupiter-Saturn-Pluto connection. All of those are in Capricorn for most of the year. Saturn will go backward, and it will actually, it'll go forward into just the first degrees of Aquarius, but most of the year it's going to be in Capricorn. And the beautiful thing is that it's going to be favorably aspecting Neptune, and, you know, especially for later degree Pisces, your sun sign as well. To me, what that brings about when you have that connection of, you know, Neptune and Pisces energy, all with that Capricorn. Pisces is water, Capricorn is earth. They're both the oldest signs of their element. And so Capricorn is all about manifesting into the earth. It's the mastery of the earth plane. It's about building better foundations. It's about making sure everything's moving efficiently and really functioning optimally in your life. And so to me, it's a beautiful combination. Pisces is all those dreams and insights and creative energy. And what better time, Pisces, for you to really start to manifest your vision, your dreams on earth than in a time when we have all those Capricorn sextiles to your sign. And a sextile is an aspect in astrology that creates opportunity. So, you know, it's like, it may not just come and land itself right in your lap, like, here you go. It may be a thing where it's like the knock comes and you got to go get up and open the door. Or somebody throws you that ball and you got to make a little effort to reach up and grab it. It's like that. That's a sextile. So it's like, Pisces, when those opportunities come knocking, absolutely answer the door. You gotta get up and answer it, because that Capricorn manifesting power is really in line with your energy this year, and it's going to be very powerful. No doubt we're going to have challenges. We've already started this year and with a lot of the challenging things happening in the world. There's no doubt. I've been feeling it really big, and it's tough. But guys, you know, it's like, this is about rising above it. It's very much about transcendence. And Pisces, you are a super transcendent sign. You know how to transmute energies very well. And so it's a powerful year for you to start putting those higher minded vibrations and intentions out into the planet, because it needs you. It needs your love. It needs your care. And you really have that gift. The other thing that I would put out there is that Neptune does go into a retrograde. And just like all the planets outside of the asteroid belt, which is Jupiter through Pluto, all of them have like about a 5-month retrograde and 7 months direct. So that time of the year when that goes retrograde on Neptune is going to be starting on June the 23rd. And then it will go back direct. It'll be retrograde through the late part of June, then July, August, September, October, most of November, and then Neptune turns direct again on November 29th. So just keep in mind that the first half of this year will maybe feel a little bit more active to you than the second half of the year, which is totally fine. You know, it's like when Neptune is retrograde, we kind of review those dreams. We review the ways that we want to manifest our vision. So focus on actually manifesting that vision through the beginning of the year, Pisces. And once we hit into kind of June, July, you might be taking a little bit of a review time on that. But by the time the year is wrapping up, that will be back in full swing again. So very beautiful as well. I love this, that in this month, right around the corner on January 14th, Venus will be moving into Pisces, and that is the best place for it. Venus is in its exaltation in Pisces, which is a beautiful thing, and it will be there not for super long. It will last until February 7th, but Pisces, that does give you a very, very nice boost as we go into this new year. So let's get started with your cards. Can't wait to see what comes out for you. We're just going to go ahead and start with a numerology card, which is going to have a keyword and a number that's going to be significant for the Pisces collective for 2020. Dear angels, beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign of Pisces as we do the reading for their 2020 overview. Thank you so much for protecting their energy and mind throughout the session, and please bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Ooh, Pisces, look at this. Ah, the happy ending. And like I said, this is a year of manifestation. And so Pisces, for those of you out there that have been really saying, you know, this is the year that I finally do XYZ, whatever it is, this is a big year of manifestation and change for you, and really bringing some things to a very satisfying and happy conclusion. The number on this card is 93. So, you know, those are very powerful numbers to me. 9 is a number of completion. 3 is a number of creativity and really building things. So it's like you're building something very positive to its fruition. Then if you add the 9 and the 3, you get the 12. Add that up again, you get a 3. So very creative year. Very, very positive. I'm absolutely loving that card for you. And then, oh, look on the bottom, number 2, patience. So yeah, be patient, be practical. And I think with that Capricorn energy, you know, favorably aspecting your sign, Pisces, the patience is on your side, because Capricorn is very patient. They work at it slowly, but surely and steadily. They don't always worry about how long it's going to take, as long as they're working towards it, as long as they're hitting, you know, some plateaus on the way up the mountain. That's totally fine with them. So let's pull a guardian angel card for you, Pisces. This is going to be a message from your angels, from your guardians, your guides, your passed on loved ones, what kind of energy they want to bring through for you in 2020, and what they would like you probably to tap into a little more, or directly ask them to help you with. Oh, look at that. So angel of positivity. And you know, Pisces, a lot of other signs honestly got this card too. So to me, I think this is just a very strong message from, you know, the universe, your angels, the collective, that it's like, this is a year where we're finally getting to the light at the end of the tunnel. Look at that, with the angel guiding you through with the rainbow and the light, you know, finally at the end, literally, of a darkened tunnel. To me, that's like, keep your chin up. Don't let things get you too down, Pisces. You know, if you find yourself sinking into melancholy, which is honestly a very Pisces sort of trait, you know, they tend to get a little bit, oh, you know, the blues and the depression sinks in. You know, reach out to your angels, reach out to your guides and your loved ones, you know, for positivity, for encouragement, to keep your chin up, to keep your head up, because you can feel all the feelings of the world, and sometimes that's very tough. So, you know, it's like keeping your vibration on, you know, a high note is, you know, sometimes a challenge, but it's one that, you know, you can definitely get some help with. With me, this is overall a very positive year for you, even if it does bring its share of challenges. You're really working that magic towards positive outcomes. So let's pull Sacred Destiny card. We're going to see what the nature of the life path is this year. What kind of energy it's bringing you, how you're getting where you're going. Ooh, Pisces, I like this card. Look at that. Focus is your key word. And look at that image of, you know, this, it's like the leopard in the snow going up the mountain and not losing the focus, not losing the vision. And the mountain, of course, can't help but remind me of that Capricorn mountain goat, which we have so much of that energy this year. You will be doing a lot of, you know, metaphorical mountain climbing. You will be going to those next levels. And this is reminding you Pisces, that focus is very important. Don't get distracted. Don't let negative circumstances, people, places, situations drag you down. You know, even if it sidetracks you a little bit, just, you know, bring yourself back to center and go, you know what, I'm not going to tap into that. I'm going to put some boundaries up, and I'm going to focus, you know, on where I'm going, because where I'm going is very beautiful. It's very clear. And yes, take it from a Capricorn. Sometimes it's a little lonely at the top, but you know what? That's fine, because sometimes you'll find some of those other folks who've been working hard to get to the top up there too. So let's pull a Hidden Worlds card. This is going to be the nature of where that life path is taking you, and where Spirit really wants you to reside. What's that spiritual space that's really the best for you this year, Pisces? Ooh, wow, look at that. Oh, gorgeous card. Oh, look at the camera focus. There it is. Yeah. So this one is the Dawn Watcher, caretaker, guardian, and support. So Pisces, there could definitely be a lot of you out there who are like caretakers, hospice workers, spiritual workers that, you know, help people in whatever, you know, part of their life they're going through. This also says to me that, you know, your guardians are very active this year, because this is about your guardians as well. And support, you know, it's like I always say, it's like, who cares for the caretakers, who supports the supporters? And sometimes, Pisces, you are such a strong, you know, caregiver for others in whatever capacity it is, that you need some of that care as well. So it's like, reach out to your guardians, your angels, but also reach out to actual people as well that can help you when you really need it. And I love that Dawn Watcher. So if you are someone that likes to stay up late, or maybe gets up early with the dawn, it's like sometimes watching that sunrise could be a very, very strong point of inspiration and strength for you. So let's pull from now the spirit animals. We're going to see, I'm going to do a winter, spring, summer, fall kind of layout with 4 cards from the spirit animal deck, and we're going to just ask your spirit animals which of them wants to come and guide and protect and encourage you throughout 2020. Woohoo! All right, Pisces, so here we go. As we start this year, look at that. We've got that vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. And to me, strong Capricorn energy is very much like that. Saturn energy is very much like that. It doesn't waste anything. It doesn't take anything for granted. Everything gets put to use. So Pisces, this, you know, right now in this season of the winter, take a look around. You know, look at your resources within and without, and say, you know, how can I make the most of these? I don't, you know, don't waste anything that's in your surrounding vicinity. Don't waste your energy either. To me, also, the vulture is very much about clearing, cleansing, detoxing, unburdening yourself, because, you know, the vulture is nature's master cleanup crew. You know, they take care of all the carcasses, they get rid of everything that's left over, that other animals haven't eaten, and it's really very helpful because it keeps the forest clean, it keeps bacteria from spreading. They're super important to the environmental systems. So yeah, vultures are awesome. To me, you know, they have that big scope because they glide on those, you know, gusts like the eagle or the hawk does. But they also have that energy of cleansing and clearing. So wintertime, this could be a very strong time of cleansing and purging as well. Then when we step into the springtime, I really like this because the stag, you know, is so associated with that spring energy, especially in Celtic tradition. The stag is also an animal that stands at the gateway between this and the other world, and is considered one of the oldest animals in Druidic tradition. So it's really beautiful, taking the lead. It's like, and you really can be that conduit, Pisces, of being that one that stands at the gateway between the two worlds, of the spirit world and the physical world. And you're, again, it's like you're bringing through those visions to manifest them into reality. And you're stepping into a lot of leadership as well. Then when we get into the summer, Pisces, there's the lizard spirit. The lizard is very associated with the dream state and dreams. And look at that, dream the world into being. Oh, I mean, that couldn't say it more perfectly. Exactly what I'm trying to put out there to you is that you are dreaming the world into being. Dream the world that you want to create. Dream it into being. Whatever it is that's in your heart and your spirit. It's like, it's putting it out there. It's time to actualize it. And then we have this wombat spirit coming into the fall, getting towards the autumn for the end of the year, which is be at home. So this is a very grounding, homing instinct. Like I said, this is a number 4 year. The homing energy is very, very strong and powerful. So Pisces, that's a very beautiful card to wrap up your year end on. And I just have to show you, like, look at the colors that sort of predominate in these cards. It's a very orange and kind of greens, orange and green, and that makes me think of the sacral chakra and the heart chakra, which is the creativity center of your body, and then of course your heart, which is the love and the emotion. So it's like creating things from the heart, very, very strong. So now let's pull some cards from the astrology reading deck. I'm going to pull first the zodiac sign, and that's going to be, could be your own sign. It's going to be 12 cards for each sign. We're going to figure out what sign is the most important for you, Pisces, whether it's your own sign or another one. Maybe it's a sign of somebody you're going to meet that's going to be important to you, or somebody that's already in your life, or a point in your chart that's very important to pay attention to. So let's see what Spirit has for you on the zodiac signs. Ooh, Pisces. Very, very strong energy coming from Aries. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous, crusading, impulsive action is likely. Mars is very fired up. It's very creative. It's very leadership oriented, very spontaneous. It goes ahead. It takes action. It doesn't hold back. And it is a fighter. It's connected with the planet Mars. So Pisces, even though you are such a soft, gentle, loving sign, this is definitely, to me, a year where you're embracing a more strong warrior-like dynamic. And so also I would say that any Pisces out there that have Aries planets, that's going to really activate those parts of your chart this year. You will be feeling more dynamic, more bold, more daring, which is great. More willing to kind of get in there and fight for what you love. You don't have to be mean to fight for what you love. That's for sure. You can be strong. You can have, even righteous anger about something or indignation. That's not a problem. So let's pull a planet card. We're going to see which planet is most important for you in 2020, Pisces. Ooh, look at that. So Saturn came up. I am not surprised at all, because this is the planet that's, one of those that's in Capricorn. Saturn is really reshaping us so much. This is building foundations. This is learning from the past. Accepts challenge to gain wisdom, right? And so the challenges that we face through 2020 are all about gaining wisdom, all about gaining experience, maturity, grace. And yeah, Pisces, Saturn is in a great place, aspecting your sign very positively and powerfully. It's going to bring a lot of opportunities to you, and these are all about building. These are all about building for the future and learning from the past. if, you know, old foundations have to be destroyed, ripped out, changed, completely, you know, altered, like altered from, you know, the course that they're on, it's like, that's just Saturn saying, you know what, this is not the best for you. And that can apply to so many things, to a relationship, to a home situation, to a job, whatever it is, Pisces, that's not good for you. Saturn is coming through and saying, you know what, babe, this isn't healthy for you. And even if this hurts to move it, change it, rearrange it, leave it, it's for the best. You're going to take off, like, you know, so much quicker and so much better and healthier once you leave old negative stuff behind. So let's pull a house card, and we're going to see what area of your chart and life this is happening on. What's the most important area? Ooh, yeah, the 8th house. That's the Scorpio house, very much in alignment with both Pisces and Capricorn. I like that. The transformational area of your life. Yeah, intense emotions. So Pisces, you always feel things very deeply, but this all playing out on that 8th house is all about, to me, transformations, rebirth, letting things go, moving into a new state, regenerating, healing from the old. Very, very beautiful and kind of intense. I mean, it's like that mixture of Aries, Saturn, and 8th. It's like, woo! Pisces, it's going to be a transformative, very powerful year, and you'll be forging a lot of new paths coming up. So let's move Mr. Dragon on over here, and he does say Happy New Year. Yes, he does. So let's get into your tarot. I can't wait to see what comes up. This is going to be one card for each month. So we're going to go January through December, all the way through, with one card for each. I'm going to be doing the main layout with the Grand Luxe Tarot, and we're going to be clarifying when necessary with the Rider-Waite. So let's get in there, Pisces. Let's ask Spirit for 12 cards, please. One for each month of the year of 2020 for my Pisces out there. Just give us a good overview of what general energies are going to be coming their way, what to look out for, what to capitalize on, etc. Pisces. Yeah, okay. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay, Pisces. So this year, overall, I'm just going to put it right out there. Looks like it starts a little bit tough, but it gets better pretty fast. Okay, so this beginning of the year, here we go, January, 9 of Wands. This is the energy you may be feeling right now as we're sitting in January. That 9 of Wands, of course, is a burdensome energy. It's also a feeling that you've been fighting a lot, you know, defending yourself against a lot of things coming at you. And you're really getting to a place where you're just, you know, you're tired. It's like you don't want to fight anymore for things that just won't budge, for people that's minds will not be swayed, and you're just feeling like you've been attacked quite a bit too. That's a big one that comes through with that card, is just feeling like you've had to defend yourself against people that are just coming at you left and right. And oh yeah, look at this. I mean, this is just a really tough feeling. This could be, you know, defending yourself against somebody that's supposed to be a loved one, that maybe turned out to be not such a nice person, or stabbed you in the back, or really stabbed you through the heart. Could be a relationship that you're leaving behind, because here we go into February, Pisces. There is that feeling of disappointment, that feeling of loss with that 5 of Cups, which many times does show some kind of an emotional letdown, which can honestly many times be a relationship that either has ended or didn't turn out the way that you hoped it would. Always remember the 2 of Cups sitting there in the window that are still upright, Pisces, so not all is lost. Let's pull a clarifier for that 5 of Cups, please, Spirit. Yeah, but the wheel is turning in your favor, Pisces, with that wheel of fortune coming through. You know, the signs represented in that are all our fixed signs. So Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Those signs could have, you know, something in the mix for you, or there could be one of those signs coming through to take you to the next stage of life. So then when we step into your main month of March, there is that Eight of Wands, which to me is very fast moving energy. It's intense, it's passionate, it's fiery. It's like that Aries energy that came up in the you know, initial cards. You know, which really moves you forward. It takes you sometimes on a trip. Sometimes that card is associated with traveling or movement forward. Sometimes it can be messages coming forward or love offers coming forward. Let's get an extra card on that. Yeah, it's new beginnings. You're really going rapidly forward to the new beginnings, Pisces. It's kind of like the feeling I get is you don't really want to sit and cry over things that haven't gone right. It's like by March, you're really pulling yourself up and going, you know what? It's time to start fresh. Here's that Magician card coming in. It's like all beginning things anew. And then April, look at this, the Six of Swords. And that to me is always moving away from those rough waters into the calmer areas. It's a mental decision that takes place because it is a sword suit, but it is on that water, which is very much your element. And so it's like you make a literal, you know, mental decision. It's like, I am not going to be sad. I am not going to be, you know, stuck in an angry place. I'm moving away from those choppy waters and those sharp rocks and jagged edges. And I'm getting in my boat and I'm lighting my lantern and I'm moving ahead to a better time coming forward. You know, leaving behind this feeling, Pisces, that Five of Pentacles, that feeling of being left out in the cold, that feeling of not being included, you're leaving that behind. You're just like, I'm done. And so then when we get into May, look at that, the King of Cups, your own energy coming through there. This is also very representative of Cancer and Scorpio as well, as Pisces. But that King of Cups to me is a healing card. It's the mastery of the emotions. It's having, you know, a good sense of your self-worth and really understanding more how to use your emotions to your best benefit, to use your intuition to its best outcome. You know, and Pisces, this is a lesson that's been learned to me as well, because if, you know, for those of you that really resonate with the heartbreak aspect at the beginning of the year, it's like you have really stepped into a place where it's like, you know what, I'm not going to go there again. If somebody's misusing me or not treating me right from the get-go, then I'm not going to, you know, spend any extra time on them. And yeah, it's like this is a huge transition, because look at the Hanged Man coming up here on top of that. This is moving from one state of being to the next. You know, this is reaching a point of enlightenment that's come through a series of challenging situations. And so look at what comes up in June. There's our sneaky guy. I'm telling you, he's the sneakiest guy in the tarot, that Seven of Swords. So there could be someone or something around the time of June, Pisces, for you that seems a little bit dodgy, a little bit, you know, deceptive, whether it's a person, situation, etc. Always check it out from all angles before jumping in head first, because you want to make sure that whatever is coming your way is legit, and that you don't let anybody, you know, untoward, because this is something that could really get under your skin if somebody, you know, tries something or is not what you believe them to be. Yeah, we don't like this Nine of Swords. This is an it combination. So Pisces, it's good that we're doing this reading, right? Watch out in June. Just be very aware that there could be somebody that is not for your best good, a situation that's not for your best. I do think you get through it. Really good to know that in advance for the month of June. So July, there we go. We're back to that good Eight of Coins energy. This is earthy, it's stable. One day at a time, studying, preparing, researching, putting in the work on something that you really want to manifest in your life in a positive way. Yeah, and it's like this is all to do with your own transformation. Look at that. We had that 8th house card come out in the beginning, which is Scorpio energy. There's the Death card, which is Scorpio again. So there is definitely, you know, some real work going on. This could also be, to me, when I put these together, this could be like actual psychological work. You could be going to some counseling, some therapy, to really get some healing deep down for your psyche and your soul. And it's very positive, very transforming. The Death card, we've always got that sun coming up over the horizon, guys, you know, holding that white flower of innocence, because, you know, that's bringing you full circle. That's bringing you to transformative energy. Then we go into the month of, let's see, May, June, July, August. And there we have, for the summer, deep summer, is that Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords to me is always rapid, intellectual energy coming through. Many times, you know, it can be excessive worry, doubt, anxiety, if you take it in that sense. So keep a mind out, you know, keep an eye out for that kind of thing. But a lot of the time, this is, you know, something of an air element moving very rapidly, communication moving very quickly. This could also be an air sign moving rapidly into your life. You know, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So let's see what comes out. I feel inclined to clarify almost all of these because this is, oh yeah, Pisces. You could have a super like Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming in. This is a very strong Aquarius card with that King of Swords. Very quickly moving in. If it's not an actual person coming into your life with that energy, this is really you moving forward in a very clear, cooler, rational way, using your logic, using your intellect to move forward and make those decisions. Sometimes hard decisions, you know, but that King of Swords is a pretty cool, collected guy. So it's like he knows how to make those decisions from a higher mental space. Then we step, and you don't stay cool for long though, Pisces, because look what comes in September is that Queen of Wands, which is very fiery. Look at her with all the dragons around her. To me, that's a very creative energy. It's very akin to Leo. You know, it's all about that creation that we've talked about. You creating things, manifesting things, stepping into that strong role of the creator. So let's pull a card around her. Yes, and look, oh my goodness. So another knight. Very interesting. So in August we have Knight of Swords with King of Swords. And in September we have Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands. So to me, it's like you're going to be making some really big choices from a very cool, logical place in August. But then by September, it's like you're ready to just charge forward. You know, the Knight of Wands to me is like, it's that intensity. It's that strong, bold, dynamic movement forward. October brings the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups to me is a very sweet energy. It's usually good, you know, fond, nostalgic memories, sometimes rooted in childhood, but always kind of from the past. Let's pull a card around the Six of Cups. Oh, and Pisces, look at that. So now, you know, we had the King of Cups. Now we've got the Queen. So, you know, to me, this is a couple things you could read this as. To me, this is, again, a very deep emotional healing. It also could be that, you know, the respective counterpart to you is coming in around this time very strongly, because that Six of Cups can be a real reconciliatory energy. You know, it can be. It has that connotation of someone coming back from the past, someone that, you know, maybe you're missing. Of course, with the Cups energy, we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces as well on the board, but the Queen of Cups is strongest connected to Scorpio. As we get into November, there's the Seven of Cups, Pisces. You may have quite a lot of options coming your way, because the Seven of Cups brings up a lot of choices, and you don't have to take any of those choices. That is something that's really up to your own discretion, your own personal intuition, whether you act on any of those options that are coming up, but there's quite a few of them that will be presented to you. Could even be more than one person. Maybe that romantically could be a potential partner for you, and you feel like, oh, I gotta choose between all these people asking me out. Which one do I want to go with? But just go with the flow. And oh, you might say, forget all of it. I'm going to go within. Yeah, Pisces, feel your energy, feel your intuition. If you have a lot of emotional offers or just a lot of offers in general on the table, pull into that Hermit card. Seek that inner truth. Seek that feeling of knowing within what's right for you. And sometimes that's just taking time for yourself to find what's right. But look at what comes out at the end of this year. There's that Ace of Cups. Such a powerful, strong culmination of your own energy. A gift from the divine, emotionally, spiritually, coming full circle. Of course, that's all of our water signs represented, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But that is, to me, that Ace of Cups showing up at the end is just like a huge blessing to this whole year, even when there's some challenges coming up here and there. And look at that. Yeah, I mean, you're still going to be growing things even as this year comes to a close. With that Seven of Pentacles, it's like Pisces, this is still that balance of earth and water. Be patient with the results, because you're going to be planting a lot of stuff in the ground this year, and you're moving through understanding yourself in a bigger way. You're putting down a lot of boundaries too. That's honestly as well what I see. You're looking, behind the scenes a little bit more. Pisces is the true believer of the zodiac, and that's a beautiful thing, but sometimes as well it can lead to a sense of almost naivety or gullibility, because it's like there's that sense of just taking somebody at face value and trusting them, and it's like we want to be able to do that, but Pisces, you've also got to protect yourself. So definitely that message is coming through as well. And just not accepting people or situations into your life that don't have your best interest at heart. Definitely vibe on that higher level, Pisces, because when you do, better people and better things will come your way. So let's pull a card from the Affirmators. This is a cute little deck. I love the bunny writing on the unicorn on the back. To just get a last bit of advice for you on this reading. And Pisces, what was I saying about the positivity? This is huge for you this year. So positive thinking is the card that came up, and the message is, in the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. I'm an awesome mind gardener. Yeah, Pisces, look at that. Oh, so absolutely. And that extends out. Weed out the negative people and throw in more of the positive. That is so important for you, because this is a year of positive thinking. And look at that. Ace of Cups at the end. The card was a happy ending. Oh my goodness. So yeah, looking towards some good positive outcomes, Pisces. Don't give up and hang in there, and things will be great for 2020. I'm wishing you an awesome year. Take care. See you soon.